If you're constantly falling off track because of work, because of kids, and just because of life, I'm going to give you some tangible tips to really help you stay consistent and on track with your health and your fitness. These are tips that really worked for me when I started out on my health and fitness journey, and I've not fallen off ever since. Now, I wanted to discuss this topic because it is an issue that I see over and over again with clients of mine, people that come to classes and then they suddenly stop coming, people that try my online workouts and then they stop as well. It happens everywhere. And I was looking up some statistics and I found a statistics on Forbes that said that 60% of people do a New Year's resolution, don't follow it through. In the fitness industry, 80% of people that have a fitness goal in January fall off by February. So only 20% of people actually follow through with their fitness goals, whether that is losing weight, starting a new program, or just generally trying to change their lifestyle. So this is definitely an issue that comes up over and over again. And I really want to help those people that are having these issues because I know how difficult it is to stick to a routine and to stick to a plan when life is so busy. Now, there are 6 reasons why people fail on their fitness journeys. Reason number 1 is that you have unrealistic expectations. So for example, setting a goal like losing 30 pounds in a month is super unrealistic. It's probably not going to happen unless you starve yourself, you burn out with extreme workouts, and you live off coffee. The number 2 reason is a lack of strategy and a lack of plan. So it's simply just starting a workout with no plan behind it. Reason number 3 is the all or nothing thinking. So it's just going for it 100% rather than transitioning. Number 4 is that motivation fades, which is why you need more than motivation. You need a plan to stick to. Number 5 is that you have no support or no community, which shows just how important having a community around you is and having support from a coach, from friends, or from loved ones. And reason number 6, which I think is one of the most important reasons, is a lack of a clear why. Why do you have this goal? Why do you want to change your lifestyle? What is the reason for it? Is it just something fickle, like I want to fit into this dress by summer? Or is it something more substantial, like I actually want to change how I feel and how I look in the long term? This is super important. So now that you know the 6 reasons why most people fall off track and never follow through their fitness goals, I'm going to give you 5 tips that can really help you stay on track. Tip number 1 is so simple, and that is just to start with 10 minutes a day. And this relates to the issue of no time. So you don't have time because you're super busy with work, maybe you've got a really stressful job, maybe you've got 2 or 3 kids at home and you need to run your home whilst working, whilst being in a marriage or in a partnership, and on top of that you have life commitments, that is seeing family, seeing friends, having to go to events and things like that. So realistically, where do you even find the time to work out? So this is why I really recommend starting small, starting with 10 minutes per day. All you really have to do is wake up 10 minutes early, do a little stretch, a little workout, a little 10 minutes of Pilates. You've done your 10 minutes a day. If you set that goal, it's really difficult to fall off track because 10 minutes goes like that. This video is probably going to be longer, so you had the time to watch this video, you would have the time to do your 10-minute workout. This also ties into the issue of unrealistic expectations. So many people, when they're starting a new fitness journey or a new health journey, have the expectation to lose loads of weight in 2 months or become really flexible in the next 2 weeks, whatever that expectation is. But when it's so unrealistic, it's not gonna happen. If you start small, you can only grow from there. And this is what I did when I first started, because when I first started, I was a teenager and I was busy. I was busy going out with friends. going out with friends, watching TV, going to college, going to school and things like that, and I thought I had absolutely no time. So I started with small 10-minute workouts, and that really worked for me when I first started. Tip number 2 is to create an emergency workout playlist. And this ties in really well, having a lack of plan or a lack of structure. And with no strategic plan, this is another reason why so many people fall off track and give up when they're on a new fitness journey. So this is a really simple and quite a tangible tip that anyone can do. So what I recommend you do is, for example, if you like doing YouTube workouts, pick 3, add them to a playlist, save them, make sure they're workouts that don't require a lot of time. So maybe keep them under 30 minutes. Make sure they're not workouts where you need loads of fancy equipment. I would choose 3 no equipment workouts that you can do anywhere, anytime. Save them to a playlist, and when you get stuck, when you have no idea what to do and you have no motivation, you can always go back to these 3 workouts and pick one of them to do. I think this is such a good tip. And I actually do believe when you're first starting out, repeating workouts from time to time is actually super effective, because you can see your progress. So for example, the first time you try a 20-minute core Pilates class, you may not be able to do 10 curl ups, but the 3rd time, the 4th time, or even the 5th time that you try that workout, you can see your improvements and you can see that, oh, I can now actually do those curl ups. So it's a really good way to see your progress. I do recommend saving 3 workouts that you enjoy. Maybe you can do a cardio workout, you can have a Pilates workout and more of a strength workout. Put them in a list and always revert back to them when you lose motivation, when you're wondering what to do, when you have no equipment, when you're on holiday, whenever that is. Tip number 3, and this is something that I love advising to clients, to people that I talk to, add something onto a daily habit or a daily thing that you already do. So there are so many examples here. When you have a meeting, if you have a phone meeting and you work from home, why not make that a walking meeting? Instead of just sitting at a desk, go for a walk, plug your headphones in, you can still have that meeting, but you're moving your body, you're exercising. Another example is whilst you're brushing your teeth, doing 10 squats. Why not? It's actually easy to do. I do it myself all the time. Whilst brushing my teeth, I do 10 squats. I'm not even joking. And imagine if you brush your teeth 3 times a day, that's 30 squats a day. That is over 200 squats a week. So that's pretty decent. Added it onto something that you literally do every day anyway. We all brush our teeth every single day. Another thing that you can try is whilst you're waiting for the bus, if you take the bus or the train, maybe doing some standing on one leg. Just before you go to bed, trying 10 press ups. Imagine if you do 10 press ups every single day, that's 70 press ups a week. It all adds up, and it is literally just added onto something that you do every single day. Whilst you're waiting for your food to cook in the oven, something that I actually really like to do whilst watching TV is a sit to stand. So I squat, hover above the sofa, sit, and then I stand. My heart rate goes up, I'm mobilizing my hip joints and I'm strengthening my hips and glutes. So it's a win-win. Tip number 4, and this is a very simple, easy tip. It is linked to planning and having a strategy again, and that is to roll out your mat the night before. So literally have your workout planned, roll out your mat. If you're using any equipment, put the equipment right there where your mat is. Also, lay out the clothes that you're going to wear the night before as well. Have it all planned so that as soon as you wake up, you are ready. You know exactly what you're going to wear. You know exactly what workout you're going to do, and it's all ready for you. Such a good habit. When you start doing that, it honestly becomes so much easier. You're not wasting time thinking, oh, what shall I do? What shall I not do? You just get up, you have your water. If you're happy to work out before breakfast, You do that, you get it done super quickly, and then you literally get on with your day. And I think this is such a good tip for morning people. So if you're somebody that likes to work out in the morning, like me, I literally love it, then this is honestly the number one tip. But if you're more of an evening exerciser, then just lay out your mat or lay out your equipment a couple of hours before you're due to start your workout. It honestly makes such a difference. And this really ties in to that strategic planning. Tip number 5 is to join a community. Join a gym, join a class, because you want to be held accountable and you sometimes need that motivation. Let's be honest, we don't always all have motivation. I know I myself, sometimes I wake up and I absolutely cannot be bothered to do anything, not even a gentle Pilates workout. All I want to do is get up, have coffee, eat something, and then get on with my day. Working out is the last thing I want to do sometimes, but I hold myself accountable. I'm able to now because I've been doing this for so many years. It's literally a habit. It's part of my lifestyle. It's what I teach. It's part of my job. So it's easy for me to do that, to just force myself even when I'm not 100% in the mood. But this may not come so naturally to you, and that is completely understandable. And to be honest, you're in the majority. I really recommend joining a community and make that community work for you. So maybe that's joining a class in your local area, maybe that's joining an online community, an app, but make sure that app is somewhere where you can connect with other people, you can talk to others, you can talk to the owner of the app or the person who's teaching you the classes. Just make sure you have some sort of coach or a guide to hold you accountable and to motivate you when you're not in the mood. I love seeing that in my classes. I see friends coming together. They literally hold each other accountable. They're like, you know, if you don't come to class, you can't make me come to class by myself. I see it all the time. The community is so powerful and so important. And a final extra tip, figure out your why. Why are you wanting to change your lifestyle? Why are you wanting to create new healthy habits? What is your reason? And I really don't recommend, I want to be able to fit into this bikini by next month, or I'm going on holiday to Greece next month and I want to wear this nice dress. These are not good enough goals. Believe me, they're really not, because you may do it for a month, then you go on your holiday and then that is it, it's all over. Your why needs to be so much more powerful than that. Your why needs to be, I want to feel amazing in the long term. I want to change my lifestyle, create healthy habits because I have a family, I have children, I want to be healthy for my children. And in the long term, when my children have children, I want to be able to play with my grandchildren. And I know that that may sound super over the top, especially if you're somebody that's like in their 20s or early 30s. You might be thinking, whoa, calm down. But honestly, that should be your why. It should be living a healthy lifestyle, feeling good, not feeling fatigued, not feeling exhausted all the time, not craving chips and McDonald's all the time, and then knowing that as soon as you've had that meal, you're gonna feel horrendous, you're gonna sleep terribly, you're gonna have no energy. Those things should be your why. Thinking about it all the time and making that a priority is honestly going to help you so much when you feel like falling off track. I had a really strong why when I started. It honestly helped me so much. That's why I'm still here today. I'm now in my early 30s and I'm still showing up for myself. I still make sure that I get up, do my workouts, I move my body, I eat good nourishing food. I feel good for it. I sleep better most of the time. I mean, it's not perfect. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend that my diet is 100% all of the time. No, of course not. I still enjoy myself. I really make it a priority for the long term, not just so that I can fit into a pair of jeans, just so I can wear this dress at a party next month. That's not going to do anything for me. That's not going to fill my cup. That's just going to make me do it for a month, and then after that month I'm going to give up. And a very extra tip is Download a tracker, track your workouts, write them down. It's really quite nice. It makes you feel excited, it motivates you. If you need some trackers, I've got so many that you can download. Health trackers, there's fitness trackers, lifestyle trackers, sleep trackers. If you like cycle syncing your workouts to your cycle if you're a woman, and they honestly hold you accountable. They make sure you get your workout done, and they're actually quite fun. When you start tracking your workouts, it is actually quite fun and you start to enjoy that process. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you found these tangible tips effective. I hope you take at least one of them. Even if you start with one of these tips, you're starting better than you did yesterday and you're going to be in a better position down the road. I want you to let me know in the comments below which of these tips you think is the most useful, which you think you're going to carry forward moving on. Let me know how you get on. I'd be super interested. I really want to hear your stories. If you want to join a community of thousands of women and men who enjoy my schedules, my ebooks, it's all free, then head over to my website, join the community. I send out a weekly email where I give Pilates tips, I give out free workouts, I give out a whole schedule that you can follow. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon in another video or another workout.